Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Mythgard in Middle-earth. My name is Corey Olsen, the Tolkien Professor, joined as always by my friend Gryfflet, who's apparently paddling around here in the river. There it is, yeah, in the Isen. It was funny because I was looking down here at Gryfflet, and I was like, what is that thing in the water? Like there's something else in the water with him. And then I realized it's the reflection of the moon. That's really cool. I never noticed the reflection of the moon in a body of water before in the game. Anyway, so we are back in Isengard, and Gryfflet is excited because he is going to try to see how far he can get towards Book 4 today. Now, there's been a couple weeks before when Gryfflet thought he was on the cusp of heading into... Let's see, where's that gap up here? Heading into Book 4. But we'll see. I don't know how many side quests are left here in Isengard. But as we're finally heading back to Treebeard, who unfortunately we know to be quite patient, and Gandalf, who, though is not typically very patient, nevertheless, I suspect to be still waiting for us. So, oh yeah, Halbarad, I'd forgotten about that. We still have those two other monsters. Yeah, we gotta do that. We went to see Fastitakalon, an island good to land upon. Okay, where are we going? I don't even have the quest anymore. Hang on. Epic 3 Waters of Isengard. That must be it. A wizard to manage. That's it. Okay. That's just what we're doing. All right. And here we are. Well, no, not quite yet. Yeah, as much of a nuisance as those chains are, they look like you should be able to jump over them, but you can't. I would have thought that the Ents would have taken more care to dismantle those, because they'd be tripping on them. Wouldn't they be a tripping hazard for Ents? Okay. What do you think, Treebeard? I reassured your Huorn and everything. Home is what you think, huh? Okay, Gandalf, thank you for your patience. I know you're busy. Aragorn is right to advise caution. It's funny, I'm not, I'm for some reason not getting the game sounds in my ear anymore. I lost them. So I'm afraid of, like, speaking over the voiceover that you guys can hear, but I suddenly can't. And I don't know why I can't. Maybe I'll try something quick. That is turning my earbuds on and off again and see. Yeah. No, that didn't work. Yeah, this doesn't usually happen. It doesn't usually shut the game sounds down for me. Well, again, I'll just have to be careful about the voiceover. All right. Yeah, no, I know you guys are hearing it. That I knew. It's just that I can't. So, whatever. Okay. Aragorn is right to advise caution. Saruman has suffered a defeat, it is true, but we must not be overconfident, or it will be no lasting defeat. He is cunning and full of tricks, and even a cornered beast can do great harm. Indeed, that is when it is most dangerous. You tell Gandalf that Aragorn said much the same, and the wizard smiles briefly. Good, it seems he has learned something from me after all, but this is no time for idle talk. There is a wizard to manage somehow. Speak to Treebeard. I must think on our next step. All right, Treebeard, what do you say? Not sure which part you were saying, but you were saying something. The work of the Ents here is done, but Gandalf's work is only beginning. Yours too, perhaps. I do not understand this desire for burarum, adventure. Do you not enjoy standing in a green field with the sunlight on your face? Do you not enjoy drinking deeply of cold mountain waters? Are those the quests you're going to assign me? I will not be surprised at this point. Treebeard rumbles for a moment. It is no matter. The waters will cleanse this place, but some orcs may still linger. Search the surface and see what you find. Gandalf tells me a friend of yours was imprisoned here. I hope you find some sign of him. We Ents allowed a number of Dunlendings to leave in peace, but we saw no other friendly folk. Okay, first of all, he's not actually going to assign me to drink deeply of cold mountain waters and stand in a green field with sunlight on my face, is he? Secondly, yeah, exactly. Phil, no, this is burarum. It's interesting because I had always thought that burarum was at least the part of their word for orcs, though the name is as long as years of torment, of course. But it's pretty clear, I think. It's especially clear in the later conversation they have in the Return of the King when they get back there, when he says, but I guess, like, if you treat it as they seem to be treating it here as a mere interruption, right? Something like an expletive. It's possible. It's possible. In context, I don't know. That's interesting. I mean, it's a really interesting interpretation. But exactly, Kendall. Ents 4-letter words have many more than 4-letter words. Exactly. Okay, so I'm going to be looking around Isengard for orcs. Even though I already did that, Treebeard, I could have... but that's okay. Maybe they respawned. So we'll look again. See, JJ, I don't think it's a neutral word. It could be something like Entish for, what is the word? But I don't think so, because they search for words. Treebeard, searches for words a couple times, and he only uses... It sounds like that word means orc. It really does. Oh, hey there, Cowan Glad. Where? Oh, there's poor Beechbone. Yeah.
Do you think Saruman understands what he has taken from this world?
This sight fills me with sorrow, Gryfflet. Do you think Saruman understands what he has taken from this world? He must not. How could he? Cowanglad looks around at the still waters. She's not into you, Cowanglad. I heard Gandalf say that Ents are slow to be roused, but when they are, there is little that can stand before them. I see it is true, but my heart goes out to this one, who will not return from this ring of stone. Man, I'm glad he was here to point out Beechbone. In the darkness, I would have missed him. Could wish it was not night. Oh, good, it's the way it watches. All right, let's see what other important sights from Isengard I might have missed. Turns out to be a useful quest after all. All right. Yeah, this always was an ugly place, and it's not been improved, really. All right. Oh, by the way, Katriana, I wanted to apologize to you. Last week, you asked that question about was the song battle between Finrod and Sauron something that Tolkien had invented, or was he basing it on an older literary tradition? And I got so distracted, like ranting, about the obsession that so many people, not you, but the obsession that so many people have with influences and finding influences. That oh, hey, Treebeard, you came before me, huh? That I forgot to actually answer the question. Almost every bone in this orc's body seems to have been broken. What could have done this? Treebeard? Like the Ents standing right there? It's yes. The answer to where, because there was a literary link there with the song battle, and that is to the Kalevala. The Kalevala, in the Kalevala, they have song battles all the time, and there's particularly a moment when Vainamoinen encounters, what's his name, begins with a J, and I forget it. The name of the other guy that he encounters, where they have a song battle, which goes back and forth in a very similar kind of way. Oh, let's see. Your symptoms seem to be severe. It's not looking good for you, man.
My time is through. Curse the trees.
JJ wants to know if last week's rant was original or was it drawn from literary previous scholarly traditions. That's a great question. Okay, you filth, come to finish the job? My time is through. Curse the trees. The orc coughs again, and a deathly rattle passes his lips. He will not last long. Despite the pain he feels, the orc musters enough strength to laugh coarsely. You think only my kind perished when the flood came? There were prisoners in the pits, and now they are drowned rats. Their lives on your conscience, wretched halfling. Okay. Well, I guess we provided him a certain amount of satisfaction there in his last moments. It's kind of like bringing comfort and consolation to an orc to enable him to laugh mockingly at you as he dies. Yeah, I don't know why their lives are on my conscience exactly. I didn't exactly do the flood, but anyway, we're gonna see. We gotta find Lothrandir. I remember him. He's the ranger from the north, from Forachel.
I do not doubt that the
Gandalf
orc
listens to your
believed
account
his
closely.
words, but I do not.
Especially the last words of the dying orc. It is said that the last words spoken by the dying are the truest you will ever hear, and I do not doubt that this orc believed them, but I do not.
An orc gains nothing by being truthful to us.
Level 98. An orc gains nothing by being truthful to us, but may derive satisfaction by bringing us sorrow. I believe Lothrandir survives, but if he is not brought into the light soon, it may become too late to save him. North of the tower you will find an entrance to depths below Isengard. Search the watery deeps for some news of Saruman's captive. He may yet live, if we hurry. Alright, not time for the birthday quest just now. Alright, we're going down to the pits. Back down to the pits. Yeah, hoping that with Lothrandir we don't have another Umdir situation that was still kind of scarring, you know, from the long ago though it was, still scarred by the Umdir experience. You steel your resolve and prepare to enter the flooded deeps below Isengard. Again. Oh, hey, Golodir.
If Lothrandir is down here, we will find him.
If Lothrandir is down here, we will find him, Gryfflet. This pit has seen better days, but it will see worse still if our friend has come to harm. What few of Saruman's lackeys still lurk in the depths, no longer carry out his will. They seem to be busy scavenging for treasure and fighting among themselves o'er it. Fools. Many doors remain locked to us, and it could be that one of these scavengers has picked up the key to whatever cell holds our friend. I will keep searching, as will others of the company, and you should do the same. Defeat these scavengers and see what you can find. Defeat surly scavengers. Are those the... Those are the huge guys, right? Yeah, they are. Only had to defeat one or two of them before, didn't I? So, yeah, Catriona, again, just to come back to it, the song tradition is totally a Kalevala thing. Tolkien loved the Kalevala. It was massively influential for him in a bunch of different ways. Not only because he loved those stories themselves, but also because linguistically, that was the time when he sort of found the Kalevala, was the time. There we go. I seem to have lost my mouse. It's not so good. It was the time. I was just about to kill him, and then like my phone rang, and I lost my mouse. That was annoying. Hang on, man. I'm gonna have to... You just, like, interrupted my Hobbit silence? Okay, that's what I call rude. Hang on, surly scavengers, just wait a second. I'm coming right back to you. That was a tragic interaction. Right. JJ says, oh. You detected me? This just gets worse and worse. All right, look. I'll go out and come in again. Shall we do that? I mean, you recovered anyway. Not gonna help me, Golodir? No? Okay. Hang on a second. These guys are annoying. And I've got to pay attention to what I'm doing. But anyway, yeah. It was the Kalevala was the time that he discovered the Finnish language and really fell in love with the Finnish language. This was during his undergraduate days at Oxford. And, of course, it was massively influential to his languages. Quenya, largely inspired. He explicitly based Quenya on the sort of vowel patterns and structures of Quenya. Or Quenya on Finnish. Okay, here we go. All right, now let's do this again, and this time I'm not going to lose control of my game at the crucial moment when I was about to kill him and or heal myself. But anyway, so he loved it. He loved the stories. Even more, though, he loved the idea. I mean, in a lot of ways, you could say that, he was moved. really to sort of continue and expand his own work by the Kalevala. The idea of writing a national a national mythology was very largely inspired by the Kalevala. Okay. Oh man, I completed a Slayer deed. That's when you know I must be almost done with an area. Okay. All right. Slaying surly scavengers. But anyway, so Kitra, I apologize for forgetting to answer your question last time. So yes, that is the answer. There was definitely that model that he was working on. Okay. I'm looking at other questions before I continue fighting other dudes. Here's a quick one. Bellon the Wise asks, how does one pronounce smiles, as in the ancestral home of the Tooks? Like that. Smiles. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Hey, is Rosie here today? I see Rosie's question, and I want to make sure. I think I'm understanding it, but I want to make sure I'm understanding it properly. So she's here. I'll ask. But anyway, let me start with JJ's questions. I have a brace of Denethor questions. So I'll start with the first Denethor question, because I'm not sure if Rosie's here. JJ asked, in the appendices, Denethor II, that is the Denethor we all know and love, is said to have been as like to Thorongil as to one nearest of kin, and I couldn't help but notice that just after we're told of Denethor's marrying Finduilas. Finduilas was probably named after the elf Finduilas, who would have been the bride of Turin in other circumstances, which does seem similar, though lesser, to Aragorn marrying Arwen. I'm not sure that any of the parallels quite line up completely, but does this tell us anything about the contrasts between Aragorn and Denethor, or parallels between Denethor and Turin, or anything like that? Okay. Yeah. Lots there. Yes, it kind of does. So the choice of first, let me say, which one is my interrupting? Is it Adel? That's my interrupt people's inductions skill. Is that the one that does it? Okay. All right. Okay. So Denethor. First of all, I would just say the last few generations of the stewards of Gondor seem to have a genuinely unhealthy fixation on the Turin story. I mean, really unhealthy. It's they keep using and reusing the name. I mean, if you look at the list of stewards, right? So you've got Denethor, who's the son of Icthelion, and he is the son of Turambar, I believe. There's like a Turin and a Turambar. No, Turgon, I think. Yes. Turgon was was Ecthelion's dad. That's right. That's right. But anyway, right before that, back in the line, if you look back in the line of stewards, you see there's both a Turin and a Turambar separately. A Turambar, like, who does that? Who says, like, I need to name my child something. So I'm not only going to name my son and heir of my house after Turin, but I'm going to name him after the name that Turin took to himself, unwisely mocking, Morgoth. It's just like a really, really horrible idea. I mean, talk about your really unfortunate and unwise baby names. But anyway, like I said, the Turin story is all over the place. It did interrupt him. How about that? That was fun. Yeah, there we go. We get a whole bunch of references, of course, in there. But yeah, Turin the Second, right? Oh no, it was the king who was Turambar. You're right, Phil. But again, like Gondor, like the Gondorians, they just loved the Turin story. So Finduilas, as the wife of Denethor, is really interesting because, of course, in one sense, that's like, okay, it's the Turin naming thing again, right? We're going straight back to the well, with our girl child this time, Gondorian parent who decides that's a really good concept for a baby name. But of course, there's another way to read it, right? You could read Finduilas, that is Finduilas, the wife of Denethor, and his marrying her as kind of a good thing, kind of actually an encouraging sign, in the sense that, remember, if you know the Turin story, if you know the story of the children of Hurin, what he did wrong, that is, what Turin did wrong, was not one of the things. Among the things he did wrong was not marrying Finduilas, right? Had he married Finduilas, things might have gone quite differently. So, yeah. So I think that it's an interesting kind of... Now, of course, it still ends tragically, right? Semi-tragic. Anyway, she dies young. Yes, she's related to Imrahil. That's exactly right. Right, Drowsnake, that's exactly it. Like, I know who to name my child after. The guy that nothing went right for in his entire life. Yeah, exactly. That's just what I'm looking for most in a baby name, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, no, it's kind of awful and a really bad idea. But, oh, darn it. At least this time I can see his inductions. That other guy, the angle on the slope, I couldn't actually see them coming. I'll try to catch them while I'm talking and doing other things. Yeah. Anyhow, so it's interesting to me that they do... Okay. Didn't work, apparently. There we go. Oh, goodness. 5 of those now? One more? A key drops. Oh, good. I only had to kill 5. Hooray. So I think that it makes Denethor an interesting kind of almost anti-parallel with Turin, right? That he actually marries Finduilas. No, but she's not Finduilas, right? She's not an elf maid. She's just another human woman who's named after that elf maid. But it does kind of bring that specter of the Turin story into Denethor's character. So thinking it through in that way, he is that is in that way I should specify, in the way of the parallel with Thorongil, and thinking about like Denethor and Aragorn in kind of parallel and competition with each other. One of the things that we do get through his wife's name, Finduilas, we do have the Turin story invoked in Denethor's case, whereas of course it's the Baron story that's evoked in Aragorn's case, and that does seem to me to suggest an interesting contrast between the two, right? Aragorn is like Baron, Denethor is like Turin. Now, again, it's not about similarities exactly. It's about parallels, right? They stand in parallel to, and I think in some ways this sort of fits. Denethor is a tragic character. It is one of the things, in my opinion, it was a relatively like how badly the films twisted Denethor was not exactly low key. But almost everybody, lots of Tolkien fans were upset about what happened with Faramir in the films, which I get, absolutely. But fewer people get bothered in the same way by Denethor, and Denethor is just done wrong in that film. He is a tragic figure, and he is a great figure. He is a legitimately powerful character in The Lord of the Rings. Dangerous and tragic, very tragic. But tragedy, I think, is the chief note, even with Gandalf. Why do you think Gandalf is so patient with him? Remember the scene when Pippin is insulting Pippin is insulting Gandalf. When Denethor is insulting Gandalf and Pippin is like waiting, he's like, oh man, Gandalf is gonna like unload on this guy. Remember that scene? And he doesn't, right? Gandalf is very patient with Denethor, and I think that he perceives, like, he's aware of the tragedy of Denethor's character. He's of like Denethor's potential, what his heart and intention is and was. Denethor's been dealt a bad hand. He's been dealt a bad hand, and yes, he does hold his own against Sauron and the Palantir for a long time. Absolutely, he does. And in fact, it's the implication. I mean, he does way better than Saruman. And the implication, by the way, is that Denethor was in greater danger because the Palantir of Minas Anor, it's the Palantir of Minas Ithil. It's the Ithil stone that Sauron has. And the Anor stone is more closely attuned to the Ithil stone. The Anor stone has the Ithil stone on speed dial. Because, they were like the partners right across the river from each other, Minas Anor and Minas Ithil. Whereas the Orthanc stone, is making long distance calls to everybody. So anyway, yes, he accomplishes a great deal. Denethor does, but ultimately, and is heroic in many different ways. He does eventually succumb to despair, and it seems pretty clear that had the ring come to Minas Tirith, he would have succumbed to the temptation. He's like succumbing to the temptation to the ring remotely, right, as it is. So yes, he would have fallen. Yes, he did fall into despair, but he is absolutely a tragic figure. And I think that we can sort of see that. I mean, Turin, it's one of the elements of the Turin story, right? He is a great hero and accomplishes one of the greatest single-handed deeds of the First Age, and yet, in the slaying of Glaurung, and yet his whole life is like a continuous what might have been. If only things had gone differently, if only he had not been cursed by Morgoth, if only he hadn't been such a bonehead. So yeah, Denethor, I do think that parallel. So that's how I kind of read the parallel, right? Things work out for Beren. I mean, it's not that Beren has an easy time of it by any means, right? But things work out for Beren. Things don't work out for Turin. And the story of the Children of Hurin is just one of continuous tragedy. And so is Denethor's life, really.
I have found half a dozen
Okay,
already.
I found a key. Yeah, very good. I agree. It is possible that it will open the way to Lothrandir. I have found half a dozen keys already and matching doors for half of those, but still no sign of my kinsman. Still, one of these may prove to be the one.
Return to the surface.
I have
and
exhausted
find
most of the locked doors here in the depths. Return to the surface and find Halbarad. There are some buildings in the wall to which he has not yet gained entry, and these keys may unlock some of these. Before I left him, he said he was planning to search the buildings northwest of the tower. That is where you should seek him. All right. Talk to Halbarad northwest of Orthanc. Great. Well, I don't mind not poking around here with these surly scavengers anymore. Yeah, Kendall, I agree. If you're named after Turin and then you hear the story, I wonder, like, in what Gondorian grade grade or form they tell the Turin story, Like, do they save that for high school, do you think, or...
Golodir sends more keys.
Golodir sends more keys? Very well. There are doors enough, that is certain. Lothrandir must be behind one of them. Speak to me when you're ready to search another building in the wall for my lost kinsmen. I am so ready.
Are you ready to continue the search for Lothrandir?
Are you ready to continue the search for Lothrandir? We must remain hopeful, though the search has been fruitless to this point. There are still many buildings in Isengard where he may be held, and we will search them all if we must. Okay. I agree.
There are many hidden rooms within the ring
Pits of
Isengard.
Isengard, huh?
Does my kinsman live still within
Where'd
Halbarad
Halbarad go?
chambers?
I'm on my own. All right, search the flooded pits for some sign of the captive Lothrandir. Excellent. I'm not assigned to kill anybody, so I can just search. We like searching. Look at all these multi-level. What is the origin of this green light? Coming from every direction. That's the green light that's shining down on me? Huh. Okay. We're searching. I don't think that's lava, is it? No, it's like muddy, hideous water down there. Oh, over there. Oh, the lava that's falling down on the walls. I hadn't noticed it. Yeah. Little lava falls as a heat and light source. Sure. Yeah. Was it like molten metal of some sort? Right, lava lamps. Yeah, that's yeah, lava lamps. Okay. All right, so I'm searching. Can I? That's locked. Yeah, I know, but I've got a key. No? Can't open the portcullis? All right, fine. I'll go down that. Why are there train tracks? Do they have like a minecart system here? I guess so. Halbarad beckons me onward. Oh, good. Okay. Coming to you, Halbarad. I came to this room from another passage. It seems that the walls of Isengard. It seems that the wall of Isengard is a. Oh, right, the wall of Isengard. We are inside the wall of Isengard. Right, of course we are. Okay. It seems that the wall of Isengard is a warren of rooms and tunnels, but we will search them all for my kinsman. Saruman cannot hide him from us forever. Halbarad stops speaking and listens for a moment to the steady dripping of water in a distant corner. Oh, who's coming? And from what? Oh, here we are. Oh, hey there. It's Gun Ain. What are you talking about? Hi, Gun Ain. Lothrandir spoke of you when we rode south. Yeah, tell us where he is, Gun Ain. I defeated you once before in single combat. What makes you so certain you want to see him? Oh dear. Uh-oh. Oh dear. Come show your friends what has become of you. Oh dear, he's wandering all about. Angmarim witch, what have you done to him? Oh man. You're not responsible for this? Your friend refused to cooperate with my master. He tried to resist. Saruman broke his mind. Oh dear. Poor Lothrandir. Oh, we're in combat? Really? Apparently not. I'm remaining alert. You can take her, Halbarad. You okay, Lothrandir? Anything I can do to help? No? Give Lothrandir a comforting pat on the shoulder. There's seriously nothing I'm meant to be doing right now. I'm remaining alert. I'm cheering on Halbarad. I'm meant to help fight. How? I can't. I'm clicked on her, and it won't let me use my skills. Oh, there we go. All right. See, glad I could help. Tell us the truth. Yeah, tell us the truth. Lothrandir, do you have anything to add to the conversation? You see no recognition in Lothrandir's eyes. He shakes and convulses before you, a pitiable figure that bears little resemblance to the strong-willed man you remember. Of all Saruman's crimes, this may be the one that strikes nearest to your heart. He seems to be trying to speak, but his words are muffled and his voice weak. Foul. What is it, Lothrandir? Oh. Oh, it's Kuranir and Golodir. Falcon? The Falcon Clan? I have good news about the Falcon Clan, Lothrandir. That's right, they're defeated. They paid for their betrayal. What do you say, Golodir? What sorcery have they worked on my kinsman? Lothrandir is a shell of himself, and I will make those responsible for his sad state reap the reward of their crime. The Falcon Clan may have paid Halbarad, but this woman has not, and Saruman has not. Now the witch dies. Are we beating up on Gun Ain again? Yeah. Stop it, Golodir. Will her death ease even the smallest portion of our grief? Yeah. No. Yeah, Golodir knows all about easing portions of grief. Exactly. You know that better than anyone. You will never know what you and your master took from us, Gun Ain. No words of mine can make you feel what we felt for our kinsmen. But know this, in Forachel, Lothrandir showed you kindness. No others of my kin would have done the same. Uh-oh. He just pitched over. Poor Lothrandir. I'm sorry we did not come in time. What do you have to say for yourself, Gun Ain? You have seen anger in Gun Ain's eyes before today, and fear, but never have you seen the look she gives you now. Her expression is pained. All I wanted was a name, Gryfflet. I wanted to be someone again. I wanted a family to replace the one I had lost, friends to take the place of my emptiness, but there is no one. Look at them. This is what I wanted, Gryfflet, but no one will miss me. No one will cry when I have gone. No one will mourn. I wanted a name, but all I have done is taken names from this world. Why do I still serve Saruman? He has not given me what I sought. He could not. I gain nothing by furthering the wizard's plans. Well, this is growth, Gun Ain. I speak now for myself, Gryfflet. Okay? I will not allow you and your friends to leave this place as you are. Is that a threat? You cannot stop us from leaving. I will not let you leave before you hear these words. Okay. Lothrandir is still alive. Maybe get his head out of the water then. Yeah. Roll him over on his back. Might be a good start. For the first time, Gun Ain's eyes are alight with a fierce and sudden joy. She exults in her words and radiates a restless energy. You spoke of the strength of Lothrandir's will, and you were not wrong. Saruman tried to exert control over his mind, tried with every ounce of his power, but still your friend resisted. The wizard wove convincing illusions and portraits of despair, but still Lothrandir fought. Many and powerful were the tricks he employed to break your friend's mind, but each one failed. Lothrandir remained strong, and the wizard could find no means of bending him to his will. In the end, Saruman had to abandon the effort. He took another prisoner from his cell, a Falcon Clan warrior named Kenned, who had proved unable to work in the pits, and dressed him in Lothrandir's garb. That is the poor creature you see before you. He has at last earned his freedom. Oh. I got another key. Lothrandir is in a cell in this building's southernmost passage. Gun Ain, your crimes are many, and I do not forgive them. But we would have left this place believing our kinsmen to be lost. I am grateful for this thaw in your heart. For that reason, I name you Mercy and grant you safe passage from Isengard. We have no quarrel. Mercy. Gryfflet, return the way you came and look for the southernmost passage. Okay? Here you go, Mercy. You've got a name. Good job, Halbarad. Okay. How do I get out? I jump down here. Oh, there we go. There's a ramp. Okay, find southernmost passage. I'm glad she gets a happy ending. It is the ending, right? Nothing horrible happens to her after this? I tell you, she has one of the longest and most complex stories of any of the... I mean, it's like... She starts off just as like a mob, right? A pile of rags? Oh, hey there, weary prisoner. Is that you, Gryfflet? I did not think I would see you again. Lothrandir smiles weakly. The wizard was not pleased when you escaped. I almost felt sorry for Saruman. I think his orcs are endlessly disappointing him. Hey. All right. He's okay. Ooh. Is this your water bowl? That is nasty. Okay. Look, Halbarad. Lothrandir is safe, and we have accomplished our aim. I will be glad to leave this place behind us. Mercy attends the dinner in the final quest of the Bingo Boffin quests, Hologro. That is so cool.
I know Gandalf too well to believe he comes from my counsel. But you, Théoden, King, it is not too late. Only I can help you now. Bah! You do not know the path of wisdom. Good day!
Saruman, I did not say you could go. Gandalf the Grey was betrayed by you, but I am not he. I am Gandalf the White, returned from death. Saruman, your staff is broken. You will work no more mischief here.
Oh, Pippin. Okay, so the bad part was I could not hear any of the voiceover in that movie. But I gather we talked to Saruman. And he came out on his balcony that made him look tiny. And Gandalf did something or other. Okay. Oh, it's daylight. Lovely. I can turn on my light. All right. Well, okay.
I cannot overstate
my joy at Lothrandir's safe return. I do not forgive Gun Ain her crimes, but I hope that the new woman that is Mercy finds some measure of peace. She has no place in Isengard any longer, and the path she takes from here will determine whether she ever finds another. I hope we get to meet her again. I'll be on the lookout for Mercy. It's always a good plan anyway, I suppose. Okay. This looks good. I'll have one of those. Lothrandir suffered greatly at the hands of his captors, but his will remains strong, and I am certain he will recover from their torments. But what has become of Saruman? A crowd gathers by the foot of Orthanc. Go learn from them what has happened, and I will rejoin you shortly. Okay. Oh, I have another interlude that got unlocked? What, do I have to go back to Glaewina at Helm's Deep for that one? How do I get it? Hang on a second. Let me... yeah, there we go. Oh, to Treebeard? Okay. All right. Alright, well, I'm headed back there. Yeah, you think something fell out of Saruman's window? I should watch where I'm stepping? I think Pippin already stepped in that one. Yeah, I agree, Drowsnake. Like, why weren't we there at the parlay? Like, why did we not participate in that? Why did we not get mentioned in the book, right, as being present? Because we were busy searching for Lothrandir, right? It is really thoughtful. There are some, you know, of course, events in the book, like they didn't mention Gryfflet's dramatic infantry charge alongside Théoden there. Hey, Pippin. How you feeling, man? Doing all right? Hang on a second, Treebeard. Okay, there's... Oh, yeah, Halbarad, he was there.
I am pleased to hear my kinsman is safe.
Aragorn listens to your account of Lothrandir's rescue. I am pleased to hear my kinsman is safe. I wished often that my friends might be close at hand, but I did not give voice to that desire, for I would not have wanted them put in danger. It is well that Lothrandir has emerged from the pit of Isengard unharmed. Saruman emerged too, but not for long, and though he has returned to the tower, I feel that his threat is ended. Gandalf will tell you more if you would listen. I suspected some further mischief of Saruman, and I was not wrong to expect it, but all is ended now and safely. What do you think, Théoden? Hey, where's Éomer?
The Riddermark will suffer at the hands of Saruman no longer.
The Riddermark has suffered greatly at the hands of Saruman, but it will suffer no longer. He is locked in his tower, and Gandalf has cast him out from the Order of Wizards. The traitor used one last weapon, and it may have been his deadliest, the power of his voice. I know the extent of his crimes, and even so I nearly succumbed to the soothing persuasion of his words. We are fortunate Gandalf was here and could shatter the reverie. Oh, you did fine, Théoden. You did fine. I'm always actually impressed by how Théoden resists Saruman's voice.
Saruman will no longer be a danger to Rohan.
Saruman has come to the end of his power, Gryfflet. I think he will no longer be a danger to Rohan. Gandalf sighs heavily, and you are surprised to see a deep sadness in his eyes. I offered him his freedom, but after working such deceits as he has done for so long, he did not see that it was an offer made in good faith. He instead insulted the size of my boots. The treacherous see only treachery, and so it was with Saruman at the end. He has his life, but I fear he will not see this as a mercy. I have cast him from the Order and from the White Council. His staff is broken, and he will work no further plots. But he has his life. He will remain within Orthanc, and think on his old designs and mourn. But he will no longer endanger Rohan, and I think he knows that if Mordor does have victory in the days ahead, the servants of that land will not forget the treacheries he worked on his own behalf. Good that we're getting a nice recap here. And Pippin.
The most peculiar thing happened.
The most peculiar thing happened. Saruman and Gandalf engaged in a debate a few moments ago, and just when Gandalf seemed to get the upper hand, this object came hurtling down towards us from an upper window. It hit no one, thank goodness, but it would have quite hurt had the aim been better. It was a dark globe of crystal, but with a fiery core deep in its heart. I picked it up, and it seemed much heavier than its size. Very odd. I carried it up the steps to give to Gandalf, but when he saw that what I bore, he hurried down and took it from me quickly. He says it was thrown not by Saruman, but by Gríma Wormtongue, who I had the distinct displeasure of meeting just yesterday. The globe is a mystery. I wonder what it was. Oh dear. All right, Halbarad, what do you have to say?
Is it true? The threat of Isengard has ended?
Is it true? The threat of Isengard has ended? Saruman has occupied our thoughts for so long and caused so much hardship I never believed he would not. We have come so far, Gryfflet, from Rivendell, through Holland, into Enidwythe and Dunland, and here at last to the stronghold of Saruman. Many of my kin fell along the way, but each of them, all of them, were allies of the king to come, Aragorn, son of Arathorn, heir of Isildur. You too have been a friend of Aragorn and to all the Grey Company. I thank you, Gryfflet. Wherever our road leads now, I know that you have my thanks and my friendship. You're the best, Halbarad. I just love this questline. Okay. Yep. Is that it? Is that the end of book 3? End of volume 3, I mean? Woohoo! We did it! Oh, hang on. Interlude.
I hope you have enough time to listen.
The young hobbits told you of the moot, but did not tell you of our arrival here. You wish to hear that tale? Very much, sir. Treebeard seems to give it some thought, and some thought, and some more thought. Eventually his eyes focus on you again. Ents do not often get asked to tell stories, little one, but I will see what I can do. I hope you have enough time to listen. Sure. I have to pick up my kid for another 45 minutes yet. Oh, tell me it's a Treebeard session play. Yes, it is. All right. Nice. Okay.
We marched.
Oh, look, I've got hobbits in my hair.
War. To Isengard.
All right, there's Merry and Pippin riding on you. Talking to Quickbeam. So let's see. We are at the gates of Isengard. Looking pretty empty. But the gates are still standing and all is well. Let's see. As always, skills. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, what's our first skill? Fangorn's Footfall. Okay. Heavy Smash. Okay, smashing the ground. Well, that doesn't seem... Okay, Left and Right. Crushes the ground before him with 2 powerful swings. Mariotic's Rock. So Mary's going to chuck stones. Okay. And Peregrine's Projectile. The end draft has done wonders for the strength of Pippin's arm. Well, if he does 26,000 damage with a rock, then yeah, I think he should consider trying out for the bigwigs. All right. Whoa. That's right. Forgetting session play. That was a... So I guess since I'm an Ent, they shouldn't sound slow anymore. In fact, this is Quickbeam, right? That was a rousing march, Treebeard. We have come to the Ring of Isengard sooner than I thought we would, and our business with the wizard waits before us. Quickbeam peers at the hobbits clinging to your upper branches. Hold on, little ones. Keep a good grip and do not fall. This way, we will smash the wizard's walls. Oh, young Quickbeam. The gates are right there, but okay. I'm with you. Oh, here we go. Strike the wall. Fangorn and I will keep you undamaged. Oh, we will? Okay. So here we go. I'm gonna stomp. Boom. I'm gonna hit the ground. Let's see, Mary, throw a rock, Mary. Oh, good. You got him. Throw it, Pippin. Okay. I'll stomp him. Some orcs remain. Right. Oh, look. Here comes some more. Okay. We're swiping. Peregrine's Foolish Stone. That should totally have been the name of that skill. Right? Peregrine's Foolish Stone. Okay. Well, this is significantly less tedious than those like surly scavengers or whatever they were called. Okay, Mary, throw a rock at him. Bring it down. They gotta burrow a little faster. There we go. Okay. Hey, I remember. Who's the chubby Ent? I remember him from before. Oh, dear. This way, Fangorn? Who are you bossing around, little one? Who made Quickbeam the junior commander? Okay. More orcs. Good, I think all of them have aggroed on. Okay, now we get this bunch over here. Are they going to wait patiently over there? Because I hope so. I hope that they will be patient. Okay. One more group of orcs. We've got some more Ents busy at the walls over here. Oh, and that one that held back. Okay, Quickbeam, what do you think? Where are we going? Are there more? Hooray! Nice. Here come the walls of Isengard. Get to watch a ruin in the making. Seize and grasp. Hew the stone. This way, Fangorn. Who's in charge? The gate cannot stand against the might of the Ents. Boom. Oh, nice. Yikes. That was cool. I will gather the rest of our people while you press forward through the main gate into Isengard. I will meet up with you beyond the gate.
Boom, boom.
The gates of Isengard could not hold us back.
The gate of Isengard could not hold us back. We were
positively
hasty. hasty.
Saruman had weapons of his own.
Saruman
Oh, Beechbone.
fought with smoke and fire.
Saruman fought with smoke and fire.
We
paid him back with water. Nice. Okay, I was gonna say, what happened there? Okay, there we go.
Not long.
Not long after, one of his servants returned. Oh, we get Gríma coming? There we go. Gotta go back to the gate. What has happened here? You have worked some mischief. The little man's eyes dart left and right, taking in as much of the devastation as he can. What has happened to Saruman? I bore messages for him from the king, but it seems they are no longer necessary. He turns to go, but you stop him. It is plain he served the wizard and was complicit in his designs. They deserve each other's company. Gandalf got here sooner. But I cannot swim.
I set
a watch upon the tower.
Upon the tower.
Saruman will work no further harm.
No further harm.
Alright, we gotta keep an eye on him. That Pippin's gonna... It's too bad Pippin couldn't teach him better aim. I guess it is good he didn't have better aim, or he might have brained someone with the Palantir. I see that question, JJ. How would Ent years relate to Valiant years? 12-to-1 ratio, I think. No, Ents experience years the same way everybody else. They just experience a lot of them. But it does invite... Well, all right, hang on a second. I'll come back to your question there, JJ. Let's talk to Treebeard. That is the tale, little one. I have not seen Saruman since Gríma Wormtongue came to the tower. His schemes may be at an end. The water seems to have dampened his spirits. Oh, that is very good. Dampened his spirits. I have enjoyed telling you the tale, little hobbit. I hope you will remember the Ents. It seems to me that Saruman wishes he remembered us sooner. I'm glad he did not. Boy, wait, you want Ents to be a playable race, JJ? That's it, huh? I've got no quests. So, from here, I'm meant to go back to Dunharrow, right? Oh, did I get mail? Nope. No, I think I already got that mail. Pretty sure, because, yeah, let's see. I've completed... what deed did I complete? Oh, Volume 3 Interludes? Okay. I got all kinds of reputation. I'm only an acquaintance of the Ents of Fangorn Forest? Man. Okay. How did I only complete 5 out of 10 of Explorer of Dunland? I was all over that place. I guess there are some specific spots I missed. Whatever. Okay. Friend to the heir of Isildur, huh? Okay. Let's see. That's not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. No, I don't. I did not pick it up. So I did get the letter from... and I got the... I mean, I know where to pick it up, right? Again, I just go to Dunharrow and see Éowyn, right? Okay. But... where were we here? How much time do I have? I got half an hour still. Oh, man. Okay, not Moria. No. That one's quite unnecessary. I gotta hunt the war bands in the Norcrofts. I think we're done with that one. Okay. What do I have left in the Wold? Oh, just 2 war bands. Yeah, no, we're good with that. Okay. Wildermore? Oh, this is like, yeah, no. No. I can't cancel this one? The Wildermore's recovery quest? Where is Broadacres? There we go. Monsters or Madness. That's what I'm talking about. Right there. Okay. We'll do Monsters or Madness. And then I'm done in Rohan at last. Phil, when was it that I came to Rohan? Here, hang on a second. I'm gonna just get out of here. We're gonna go? Helm's Deep? Okay. Fine. Do you have the date, Phil? when I crossed into Rohan? It's been a long road. Okay, so where am I going? Let's do this. No, let's do the one in the Stonedeans first. So let's go back to Woodhurst.
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
Yeah. Rohan Ramblings 1 aired on 21st of June 2019. Okay, so it's been a little over 2 years. 2 years and 3 months. 2 years and 3 months that we've been working on Rohan. Unbelievable. All right, Woodhurst. A mere 89 episodes. How many total episodes have they? It's a kind of speed run, Kendall. I mean, does speedrun.com keep track of the slowest? Oh, hey, it's Saganoth and Kiriana. All right, so we're gonna go. All right. Okay, so which way do we go? Do we go through the town? Around the town? I think we go through the town, don't we? All right, Saganoth and Kiriana going to help. All right, we're going to go this way. All right, so I forget which of the monsters is up here. We faced Fastatakalon, an island safe to land upon. And now we're going up, right, behind the mead hall. Okay, we've got 249 episodes total. All right. $249 episodes of this. So this is episode 250. So today is 250. 250th episode of Gryfflet and the 200th episode of Exploring the Lord of the Rings in the same week, huh? Okay, so up here in the woods, right behind the mead hall. Boy, this town is so dysfunctional. Okay, is there like a cave or something? Oh, no, wait. By the map, we've missed it. But maybe the map is inaccurate. It often is. Is this the way? Up the path here? So it's the guardian of the shrine. So there's a shrine. That's exciting. Okay. Winding our way ever further away from the quest arrow, or the quest ring. Oops. Uh-oh, I seem to be lagging. Okay. Okay. Oh. So we don't actually know where we're going, because the quest arrow is taking me way the heck down here. I would actually need to jump off the cliff. Like, I don't even know what this is. Where are we? Where does this go? Can we see where this goes? Because this looks like a pass. The monster's not up here. But that's okay. I want to see where this goes. Do we go cross over into Dunland? Or into Isengard? Into Nankuranir it does, huh? Oh, to Nankuranir. Yeah, look, there's a path. I just want to see where it comes out. Then I'll turn around. Just want to see where it comes out, because this is cool. Oh. Thomas Edros? Okay. Oh, and the grass just died. We must be close. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, looking at the map, I would not have thought there was a route there. Cool. Well, that's a nice shortcut and a lovely view of drowned Isengard. Cool. Oh yeah, Kendall, this makes you just like put you in mind of your own yard and your neighbor's yard. Yeah, no, I hear that. Hey, Dragon Rider, you just got your copy of The Nature of Middle-earth. Fantastic. Fantastic. You should join us for our Wednesday night discussions. So much fun. Oh my gosh. Our first discussion on Wednesday night was so good. So we only talked about like the first 15 pages of the book so far. So, yeah. Oh, this is gorgeous. Here across northwestern Rohan. I'm glad we came up here. I had no idea this pass was here. Hopefully the rest of the book is less mathematical. Well, don't hold your breath on that one, Edith. Lots of math. Lots of math. But again, just fascinating. Fascinating. Just the fact that he was thinking that way, you know, in those ways, I should say. Yeah, no, it's really cool. Yeah, no, he's it will get more mathematical. Like when he calculates the exact rate of increase, like how many elves were born at Cuivienen and how long it took. So, okay, so Kiriana found the bad guys, did you? Oh, look at this. Oh, there's a giant cat. It's the guardian of the shrine. What is that? A mammoth? I gotta turn up my light again. What is it? Oh, that's the shrine. It's a giant bull statue? Okay. So here's the cat. Enormous cat. Okay, yeah, all right. Coming. That's what the actual quest is for. I can see that Gryfflet is going to be an enormous help. So here's the plan of attack. I'm going to come up here and it's going to start attacking. Then I'm going to run away and look at the shrine. Hi. It's grayed out to me. I'm too high level for it. I've embarrassed the cat. It's too far away. I'm like right between its paws. Okay, there we go. I'm helping. I am making significant contributions. Oh, yeah. I've got this cat on the ropes now. Yep. He's moving very slowly. Okay. Now, as to the shrine itself. Who built this shrine and why? Was there some walled city around here they were trying to get into? It doesn't look anything like the artistic style of the Ox clan, though. And they didn't build out of wooden planks. They carved out of tree stumps. And seriously, could you imagine a member of the Ox clan weaving a tapestry like this with the golden doodads? Whose shrine is this? What happened to its head? The cow's head, I mean. Is it a bull? A cow? Trying to see it. Its face looks like a aardvark or something. It's sparkly though. What's with the sparkles? The horns, if those are horns, the down pointing things here. Those carved discs around the side. Very weird. I'm trying to think where we've seen that or something like that before. Hey. But the cat came back. It wouldn't stay away. Okay. I mean, doesn't it look like a yoke? I mean, those can't be horns. I think it's a yoke. It's a yoked ox. Right, exactly, JJ. That's just what I'm thinking. It looks like a yoke. A big shrine. Oh, no, those are the horns sticking up, of course. Yeah. Yeah, and you can see something attached to the yoke there, too. Oh, they're the same sparkles rather, around the hunter in Enidwythe, huh? Okay. Really weird, though. I'm not sure that makes it less weird. Really not. Huh. I just wanted to see if they would give me any more information on the shrine, but apparently they don't. All right, hang on a second. I gotta go rescue Kiriana from the cat. Don't worry, I got him. Yep. Soon gonna take him out for you. Yeah, Gryfflet is a DPS machine. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, I did do the Wild Hunt quests. Absolutely did. Okay, in the northwest of the Stonedeans, there lies an ancient shrine built by the ancestors of the Dunlendings. It is rumored that a demon guards it still, a creature with great long fangs. Okay. Oh, there, finally. Okay, so I think I'm going to milestone back to the stable master, even though he's in Helm's Deep, because that's actually fairly close to where I want to go anyway. One of those involves an ox... Right, okay. An ox spirit lady who guards another shrine with which this is compared. Vague memories of that. I remember meeting the other ladies, the other spirit guardian ladies. I don't remember
These are desperate times
an
for the
ox that looked
Rohirrim.
like the Trojan ox, though. Okay, so I want to go to, I guess, Grimslade? Or I could just go to Saganath, who already found the way. Oh, there he is! Look at that! Okay, so we've got a whole bunch of random Urukai and a bloody great dragon. He's just sitting there, just kind of hanging out in the woods. Here we are in the woods. Boy, I almost stumbled on this dude, didn't I? I mean, I was all through these woods. Aren't I right around the corner from... No. Oh no, the camp's up there. I didn't go this far. Okay. I was thinking of the corner down around here. Okay, no, I didn't come this far. But I was around here. Interesting. Apparently the game thinks that this carrion bird over here is a bigger threat, however, as the dragon is grayed out to me, but the carrion bird or whatever is not. At least I can examine him a little more closely. So he's basically a giant worm. Don't you have a lair? Have you no self-respect? What kind of a lame-o dragon are you? No hoard. No lair. No witty repartee. Smaug would be ashamed of you. All right. It is time to complete my last Rohan quest. Here we go. I'm gonna take him out single-handedly. Oh, okay. Nothing like single-handedly. See, I'm coming at him from the Turin angle here. Ouch. Okay, thank you. All right. Woohoo. Thank you, guys. Appreciate your help. Couldn't have done it without you. I think I'm just going to mithril back to Tordog's camp. Swoop. Complete the quest. Head back to Eowyn. All right, Herahazen, you are not wrong.
Our mission is dire.
Why will no one believe me? Just yesterday, I swear I saw a giant with one eye in the center of its forehead. Really? Of course not. Old Herahazen is mad, they say. You have proved them wrong, to be sure. Oh, good. I get a bronze bracelet now. And it's actually very similar to the one I already have. Okay. All right. There we are. And we've done it. There's no stable master here, is there? Okay. All right. So I am done with Rohan. I've completed all of my Rohan quests. That is amazing. I mean, in general, I really loved the Rohan quest threads. I mean, all of book 3, right? High reviews. I just love book 3. Volume 3, sorry, I should say. My favorite element of Rohan is the overall, like the repeated, the way that the song lingers around, right? The extent to which, if you know the Mounds of Munburg song, right? How those names float up and you meet one of the characters and the effect that has. I find that, I just went right past the stable master. I find that really, really powerful. So meeting folks like Fastrit, right? Who of course is a very striking and strong character in game here. But of course, like, his name is known to me, right? From the song. So you know that he has a destiny that lies ahead. So anyway, it's
That's really neat. It's fun to think of the, sort of fleshing out Rohan in this way, thinking about these, the different areas in it and the different kind of subcultures that exist within Rohan. Getting to know the different captains and marshals. Again, it's one of my favorite things about Lotro. I mean, Volume 3 really illustrates overall my favorite thing about Lotro is being the way that they not only just introduce new characters whose stories you get to know and whose stories you get invested in, like Gun Ain, for crying out loud, but the way they then continue to weave those stories into the book. So it actually accomplishes something which is pretty remarkable, which is to genuinely add a new perception of depth to the Lord of the Rings. And that's pretty amazing. And I'm thinking here particularly of the Ride of the Grey Company, right? The Grey Company shows up in the Two Towers and you meet them and you're introduced to Halbarad. He's the token ranger, right? He's the spokesperson. Tolkien can't introduce all of their characters, right? He would completely derail the narrative of the Lord of the Rings if we learned the personal histories and backstories of every single ranger who came down and met up with Aragorn, to ride to Gondor. And yet we have that, right? We have every bit of that. Just as we've now met every single Thane and Reeve across all of Rohan, right? So when it's time, for the weapon take and riding to Gondor, the Ride of the Rohirrim is similarly going to be richer, right? Thinking about and knowing all of these stories. So I think that's it's just amazing, and it's like a big reward for completionists who really do the story all the way through. Anyway, I just think that is a wonderful accomplishment. Okay, I guess I go to by way of Aedoras from here. And it's time. So next time we begin Gondor gambling. Yes, I do find Gun Ain's story resolution moving. What I am still hoping for, and I am not without hope that this will actually happen, or something like this anyway, will actually happen. So in Many Partings, right, the chapter Many Partings, there are I got a volume 3 gift box, huh? Hang on a second. I'm gonna get rid of some useless things. Oh, I can't even open a gift box. I've got too much junk. Anyway, so in Many Partings, right, Tolkien retraces not all of the steps, but many of the steps of the Fellowship, and we get some closure on lots of different stories, right? We close the loop on Rohan, and we close the loop on Treebeard, and even back through Rivendell and all that stuff. When we get the Many Partings phase of Lotro, which I hope is not far off. Has it? Epic 5, Volume 5 has just come to the start of Many Partings. Yeah. I hope that it's not far off. Because, of course, obviously we don't want to get absolutely to the end of the plot line, but there's still plenty of time. After we get back to the Shire, there's still a couple years before the Grey Havens, right? So plenty of time for that. That can be protracted substantially, right? For plenty of gaming time still to come. But anyway, yeah. The way in which in Many Partings in the book you get to close all these little circles, you could do that much more, right? If you've completed all of the side quests in the game as you go through, to go back and see like what's happening at Talmouth Edros now, right, with the Falcon Clan, right? What's happening with, where's Gun Ain nowadays? Where is she settled down, and what kind of life is she making for herself as Mercy, right? Exactly. A session play as Gandalf, having a leisurely conversation with Tom Bombadil. Yeah. No, there's so many things that, of course, like in the book, we don't have the time to return to and do. But to go back through everything and close all the loops, that's what I want, right? That's what I want. We'll see. We'll see if I ever get it.
If we will survive
okay. Under Harrow. I can't go straight to Harrowdale? Okay. Go to Under Harrow. So yes, a very, very long Many Partings volume. That's what I want. A Many Partings volume with a book dedicated to every section of the entire Lotro world, to go through and close the circles and find out like what has happened afterwards everywhere. Yeah, absolutely. Quest to campaign door to door for Sam's run for mayor. Yeah, totally. Totally. Yeah, no, it does seem that we're going to head to Harad. Yeah.
I am afraid of what is happening to these
Okay,
lands.
so isn't there a stable master up at Harrowdale? I guess not. I'll just triumphantly ride up. Okay, and next week, the Paths of the Dead. Awesome. Oh yeah, JJ, a reading of Lobelia Sackville Baggins' will. Yeah. Okay. Actually, I think I'm going to stop down here, and we will ride up to see Eowyn next time. We'll start with a ride. I think that'll be a good beginning. Up the cliffside to Dunharrow. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I wonder whom she's going to will those silver spoons to, Drowsnake. Agreed. A session play as Lobelia attacking ruffians with her umbrella. I gotta have it. I gotta have it. Absolutely. I just think how awesome it would be. The skills, right, that session play Lobelia would have. I hope that one of them would be named Larnum, right? But anyway, a stern talking to, yes. Curdle new milk, right? Would that be another skill, right? Where you make a face at an atom and curdle new milk? Yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah, no, a Lobelia Sackville Baggins session play against the ruffians with her umbrella. Absolutely. Cool. All right. Well, thank you, everybody, for joining me on this, the last day of Rohan Ramblings. That's been fantastic. I can't wait to start off into Gondor next week. Tomorrow is New England Moot, our first Moot. You can still sign up for digital attendance. Actually, you could still come in person if you wanted to. We're going to be in Durham, New Hampshire, and you can join us digitally tomorrow and fully participate in the conference digitally. And also get an archive of all the presentations as well. So I'm going to be I'm going to be really enjoying our first regional moot tomorrow. And then next week, we will be back. So, of course, normally I would have been away traveling today, but this is my local moot here. So just a day trip for me. So I'm not traveling. I will be traveling in 2 weeks as I head out to Iowa for Middle Moot. So there will be no Gryfflet the week after next, but I will be here next week. And in fact, I should also say, I'm going to be doing my next Wiggend Marathon. I have an official date for that on the 2nd of October. So October 2nd, no, 3rd. Whichever is the Saturday. I think it's the 3rd. No, it's the 2nd. It is the 2nd. Okay. October 2nd, the 3rd. No, October 3rd. It's the Saturday. It's the 2nd. Okay, it is the 2nd. October 2nd, the Saturday of that week, of next week. I'm going to be doing my Wiggend Marathon, in which I'm going to take my Guardian Wiggend and I'm going to try to go through all of Mordor, if I can. So I'm going to do a marathon all day. I'll be starting at I haven't decided a start point yet. Probably 1 o'clock. And 1 p.m. Eastern time. And then we're going to be going all the way through. I'm going to go through as much of Mordor as I possibly can. So, and if you join me on the Signum U stream the night before, I'll be cramming to try to get Wiggend ready, as he's a little low level for that. So probably on the Friday night, next Friday night, I'll be doing that. But anyway, all right. So join me for my Wiggend Marathon all day and much of the night next week. And then off we go. But Gryfflet will be back next week to begin his Gondor gamblings. All right, very good. Thanks, everybody. And I will see you guys next week. Bye now. Thanks for joining in on my rambles around Standing Stone's brilliant digital adaptation of Tolkien's world. If you enjoy these adventures, please consider supporting this and other entertaining educational programming by donating at signumuniversity.org/fund.